It's time now for NARF, Neighborhood Adventure Ramble with Friends, with your host, Jed Dunkerley.
Hi there, this is Jed Dunkerley. Welcome back to NARF, and we're here at the Frye Art Museum on First Hill for perhaps the artiest NARF possible in the city of Seattle. We're gonna walk from the Frye down to the SAM, Seattle Art Museum, through the commercial core. And in the process, we're gonna hop on some POPs. Now, POPs are, of course, privately owned public spaces. You can learn more about them at seattle.gov's Department of Construction and Inspection website. But today we're gonna learn about some history, some art, have some fun. All right, let's go get NARFing. Here we are at St. James Cathedral, opened in 1907, featuring a delightful little courtyard that'll take you right back to old Europe. Then in 1999, the addition of these massive bronze doors sculpted by Ulrich Hinn, who also did the doors at the National Cathedral in Washington, D.C. Here we are at Freeway Park, built in 1976. This is 5.2 acres of brutalism and nature. What's not to love? Plus, rated as one of the 7 best parkour locations in the world by the World Free Running and Parkour Federation. I'm really good at parkour. Here we are at one of the POPs. This is built into Seattle's building code. For large urban construction projects, they are required or encouraged to have privately owned public space, often with nice places to sit and public art. Enjoy, this is yours. Here we are at the Washington State Convention Center, next to one of what I think is the most poignant sculptural installations in all of Seattle, a work by Buster Simpson known as the George Monument. What you've got is a Boeing nose cone from which grows ivy around a trellis in the shape of Chief Seattle. Then cut back by a negative profile wind vane in the shape of George Washington's face. Cultural assimilation, public art, Seattle. Now the commercial core has an abundance of public sculptures. For instance, Urban Garden by Jenny Ruffner. Here we are in the plaza of the IBM building. This is the site of the former Seattle Ice Arena, home of the Stanley Cup champion Seattle Metropolitans. And what we've got here is a bronze fountain by a guy named James Herbert Fitzgerald, who in his era in the 1960s was the Dale Chihuly of his time. He worked in bronze. Here it sits. Here we are in front of the downtown library. Behind me, I've got a fountain by George Tsutakawa in 1960 called the Fountain of Wisdom, which, as you can see, is flowing mightily here in 2024. No American urban center would be complete without a sculpture by Henry Moore. This one's called Three-Piece Sculpture Number 3, Vertebrae. Here we are at 2nd and Madison. Seminal work by Colombian sculptor Fernando Botero, installed here by real estate developer Martin Selig. He owns Eve too, but her location is undisclosed. Okay, well, our NARF ends here at the Seattle Art Museum on First Avenue, home of the iconic Jonathan Borowski sculpture, The Hammering Man. But your NARF doesn't have to. We here at NARF Industries invite you to continue to go out and find, explore, adventure in your neighborhood, see the art, the history, the culture, and the communities that make Seattle great. Happy NARFing!
Catch Art Zone Friday nights at 8 and anytime online at seattlechannel.org/artzone.